it's easy to sum it up when you just talk about practice. We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we're talking about practice. Not a game. We're talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that, man? We're talking about practice. I know I'm supposed to be there. I know I'm supposed to lead by example. I know that. And I'm not shoving it aside, like it don't mean anything. I know it's important. I do. I honestly do. But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game.
What if I told you basketball isn't just a game? It's a battle, a test of mind and body, a war fought beyond the court. It's not just about shooting hoops. It's about outsmarting opponents, defying limits, and becoming unstoppable. Are you ready to see the game like never before? Let's go then. Understanding the rules. Every great basketball player starts with the same thing, knowing the rules. Imagine stepping onto the court without knowing what a foul is or why the shot clock matters. You'd be lost in the chaos of the game, unable to keep up. The rules of basketball are the framework that keeps the game fair and competitive. A basketball game is played between two teams, each with 5 players on the court at a time. The goal is simple. Score points by making baskets while preventing the other team from doing the same. A regular shot inside the 3-point line is worth 2 points. A shot beyond that line earns 3, and free throws are worth 1. But scoring isn't everything. Violations like traveling, double dribbling, or stepping out of bounds can turn the ball over to the other team, and fouls can lead to free throws or lost possessions. One of the most important aspects of the game is the shot clock. In professional leagues like the NBA, a team has 24 seconds to attempt a shot. If they fail, they lose possession. This keeps the game fast and intense and forces players to make quick decisions. Learning the rules is like learning the notes of a song before playing music. Without them, everything falls apart. But basketball isn't just about what happens on the court. Sometimes the biggest stories happen outside the game. Mastering the basketball drills. Knowing the rules is just the beginning. If you want to be great, you have to master the fundamentals. The core 4 skills of basketball, shooting, passing, dribbling, and defense, are the building blocks of every successful player. Shooting is how you score, and it starts with the right technique. Good shooters use the BF method: balance, elbows, eyes, and follow through. This ensures a smooth shot that increases accuracy. Passing is just as important. Basketball is a team sport, and knowing how to deliver the ball to your teammates with precision can make the difference between winning and losing. Dribbling allows you to move with the ball, and the best players can handle it effortlessly, controlling the pace of the game. Defense, often overlooked, is just as crucial as offense. A great defender knows how to anticipate the opponent's moves, stay in position, and use quick footwork to shut down scoring opportunities. But sometimes, basketball is about more than just these drills. It's about overcoming the impossible. The story of Hansel Immanuel. Imagine playing basketball with only one arm. It seems impossible, right? But for Hansel Immanuel, impossibility is just a word. Born in the Dominican Republic, Hansel lost his left arm at the age of 6 when a wall collapsed on him. Most people would have given up on sports, but not him. He fell in love with basketball and refused to let his disability hold him back. By the time he moved to the U.S. at 16, he was already dunking the ball, proving that nothing could stop him. Despite his skills, many doubted whether he could play at a high level, but he proved them all wrong. Now a Division I college basketball player, Hansel is an inspiration to millions. He doesn't ask for special treatment. He works just as hard as any other player, maybe even harder. His message is clear. No matter what obstacles stand in your way, you can still achieve greatness. Hansel's story reminds us that basketball isn't just about physical skill. It's about heart. It's about determination, perseverance, and the will to keep going even when the odds are stacked against you. The shooting drill. Moving forward, shooting is what separates good players from great ones. It's not just about throwing the ball at the hoop. It's about precision, form, and confidence. Every great shooter follows a routine, gripping the ball correctly, positioning their feet for balance, and keeping their eyes locked on the target. The best shooters practice relentlessly, taking thousands of shots a week to perfect their craft. Beyond this, different types of shots make a player unpredictable. The layup is the simplest, but it requires speed and control. The jump shot is a staple of any player's arsenal, used to score from mid-range or beyond the arc. Three-pointers are game changers, capable of turning the tide in an instant. Free throws, though seemingly easy, are where mental strength comes into play. Just ask Shaquille O'Neal, whose struggles at the free throw line became legendary. And then, of course, there's the dunk, the most electrifying move in basketball. A powerful slam can send the crowd into a frenzy and shift the momentum of a game. However, basketball is full of unforgettable shooting moments. Think of Michael Jordan's game winner against the Cleveland Cavaliers in 1989, known simply as the shot. Or Ray Allen's clutch three-pointer in Game 6 of the 2013 NBA Finals that saved the Miami Heat season. These moments define careers and cement legacies. Just when you think basketball is only about what happens on the court, reality proves otherwise. The game doesn't end when the buzzer sounds. It continues in locker rooms, press conferences, and even on the streets. Players' rivalries, controversial statements, and off-the-court battles shape the sport as much as the final score. Enhance your passing skills. Furthermore, a great player doesn't just score. They make their teammates better. Passing is the foundation of teamwork, yet it is often overlooked. The best passers in the game, Magic Johnson, Steve Nash, and LeBron James, see the court like a chessboard, predicting movements before they happen. Their no-look passes, pinpoint alley-oops, and quick assists turn an average play into a highlight reel. Passing is about deception, vision, and control. The greatest point guards disguise their intentions, keeping defenders guessing. Mastering bounce passes, chest passes, and overhead passes can change the flow of a game. But passing is not just about skill, it's about trust. The best teams in history, like the Golden State Warriors, thrive because they believe in sharing the ball. The more a player understands this, the closer they get to mastering the game. Boost your defense strategy. No doubt, the offense wins games, but the defense wins championships. The best defenders are the ones who frustrate scorers, steal the ball at the perfect moment, and block shots that seem unstoppable. Think of Dennis Rodman, who wasn't the tallest or strongest, but his ability to anticipate rebounds made him a nightmare for opponents. Or Scottie Pippen, who could guard anyone from a point guard to a power forward. Well, defense is not just about reacting, it's about preparation. Great defenders study their opponents, learning their tendencies, weaknesses, and favorite moves. They position themselves in the right place before the offense even makes a move. The best defenders make scorers uncomfortable, forcing them to take bad shots and second-guess their decisions. The more a player masters defense, the more valuable they become to any team. Improve physical fitness. Basketball is all about conditioning. The greatest players train their bodies to endure fast-paced games, brutal schedules, and exhausting overtime battles. Without proper fitness, even the most skilled player will fade when the game reaches its peak. Stamina separates good players from great ones. LeBron James invests millions in his body to stay dominant at 39 years old. Kobe Bryant was famous for waking up at 4 a.m. to train before practice even started. Strength, agility, and endurance make the difference in those final moments when legs are heavy and lungs burn. Learn from the pros. On top of that, to master the game, one must study those who have already conquered it. Every legend has a story, a unique journey filled with setbacks and triumphs. The best players don't just watch highlights. They analyze footwork, decision-making, and mental toughness. They learn from the greatest, understanding what made them unstoppable. Michael Jordan, for example, was cut from his high school team. That rejection could have broken him. Instead, it fueled him. He trained relentlessly, waking up before sunrise to practice. By the time he reached the NBA, he had built a mindset so strong that failure was not an option. Jordan's famous flu game, in the 1997 NBA Finals, where he dropped 38 points while barely able to stand, showed that mastery isn't just about skill. It's about pushing beyond limits. Regular practice. Along with them, talent means nothing without repetition. Every great player spends thousands of hours refining their craft. Steph Curry didn't become the greatest shooter overnight. He takes hundreds of shots before and after every practice. Consistency is the key to greatness. The best players don't just train when they feel like it. They train every day. The perfect every dribble, every pivot, and every shot until it becomes second nature. Practice isn't just about getting better. It's about making sure that when the moment comes, there is no hesitation, only execution, mindset, and motivation. Basketball is as much a mental game as a physical one. Confidence, resilience, and focus separate legends from ordinary players. The best athletes don't just play, they believe they are unstoppable. Trash talk is part of the game, but it's also a psychological battle. Players like Larry Bird and Michael Jordan used mind games to break opponents before the game even started. The ability to stay composed under pressure, bounce back from failures, and keep pushing forward is what truly defines a master of basketball. The controversies that shape the game. So, basketball isn't just about highlights. It's about drama, rivalries, and moments that change the sport forever. Controversies, from player feuds to league politics, impact the game in ways fans don't always see. Take the 2004 Malice at the Palace, where a brawl between players and fans shook the NBA. It wasn't just a fight. It changed the league's approach to security, player conduct, and fan interactions. Then there's the never-ending debate about super teams. Do they make the game better or ruin competition? The NBA is filled with moments that go beyond the court, proving that mastering basketball is also about understanding the sport's culture, history, and evolution. The journey never ends. Mastering basketball is not about one skill or one season. It's a lifetime commitment. The greatest players never stop learning, improving, and adapting. From passing and defense to fitness and mindset, every aspect of the game matters. And beyond the court, the controversies, rivalries, and unforgettable moments shape the sport we love. To truly go beyond limits, a player must embrace everything the game offers, on and off the court. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.